Okay, tonight we're going to read Report Card Trouble. Dun, dun, dun. But that's not you, right? Your grades are awesome. When Bears for Sports let schoolwork slide, the report card shows parents what students may hide. It was report card day at Bear Country School, and there they were in their envelope on each desk with when Brother's class returned from lunch. Most of Brother's classmates sat right down, took their report cards out of their envelopes and looked at them. But not Brother. He just sat there and stared at the envelope. Most of Brother's classmates were pleased with their marks. Most of them had gotten A's, B's, and a few C's. But Brother stared at the envelope as if it were a bomb about to go off. He picked it up and ever so slowly drew the report card out of the envelope. Language arts, D. Mathematics, D. History, D. Science, D. You think that's for D for delightful? It was a clean sweep. Brother had gotten a terrible grade in every subject except physical education. He got an A. If Teacher Bob had given out A+ in physical education, Brother would have gotten one. That was because in addition to being captain and star goalie on the soccer team, Brother ran track, pitched baseball, and did gymnastics like a monkey. That was the problem. Brother was so taken up with sports that he had let his other subjects slide. It hadn't happened overnight, and perhaps Mama and Papa should have seen it coming, but with one thing and another they hadn't. And now Brother was in the soup, deep in the soup, up to his eyeballs. Sister was waiting at the bus when school let out. She had gotten a great report card and wanted to tell Brother about it. Brother, guess what? She cried. I got 3 A's and 2 B's. The best report card I ever, but she didn't finish. She could tell from Brother's face that he must have gotten a very bad report card. He was looking straight ahead and walking like a robot. They climbed onto the bus. Who's your zombie friend? Asked Lizzie Brune, Sister's best friend. Sister mouthed, got a bad report card. Sister sat with Lizzie. Brother sat across the aisle. He stared straight ahead as the bus drove away from the school. Later, Mama and Sister watched from the next room as Papa looked at Brother's report card. Sister put her fingers in her ears to muffle the explosion, but Papa didn't explode, not at first. Then came the biggest explosion ever heard in the treehouse. It shook the earth. It trembled the trees. It scared small animals into their hidey holes. Papa said all the things Papas say when they see a really bad report card. This is the worst report card I've ever seen. It's a disgrace, an outrage to think that any son of mine. Well, said Papa, staring down at Brother, what have you got to say for yourself? I guess I'm grounded, said Brother. That's right, roared Papa. Grounded. There will be no more TV, no more video games, no more movies, no more skateboarding, no more rollerblading, no more soccer, no more sports of any kind. And furthermore, when Mama saw a tear forming in Brother's eyes and his lip beginning to tremble, she came to his rescue. That will be quite enough, shouting, she said. But your father's right, Brother. You're going to be grounded until you pull your marks up. But that'll take forever, said Brother. It's like being grounded for life. Be that as it may, that's the way it is going to be, said Papa. Mama watched as Brother slowly climbed the stairs and went into his room. She knew he would find in his room all the things he wasn't going to be allowed to do until he pulled his marks up. His skateboard, his rollerblades, his soccer ball, his baseball and glove, his video games, and his walls covered with pictures of sports heroes. He didn't stay in his room long. He came back down again. Mama wasn't surprised. She could almost see a cloud of gloom over his head as he wandered from one room to another, a lost soul in his own house. Papa started to turn the TV on, but Mama caught his eye and shook her head no. Brother noticed. He went outside and sat on the front steps. Mama came out and sat on the steps with him. Papa and Sister watched from the inside. You know, it's not the end of the world, dear, said Mama. It may as well be, said Brother. All you have to do is pull your marks up, said Mama. By the time I pull my marks up, soccer season will be over. Since I can't do anything else, I guess I better start hitting the books. He went back into the house. Supper that night was pretty glum. It was as if the whole house were grounded. Mama and Sister cleared the table quickly so Brother could use it to work on his studies. Hey, look, said Papa as he scanned the paper. There's a pretty good movie playing at the multiplex. What do you say we take in a... But Papa didn't finish because Mama frowned and shook her head no. There was no way the rest of the family was going to take in a movie while Brother was home struggling with fractions and percentages. Word that Brother was grounded got around quickly the next day. Coach Grismeyer was pretty disappointed when he heard about it. The team had some big soccer matches coming up, and they wouldn't have much of a chance without their star goalie. After school, Sister came into the kitchen with a long face and slumped on a chair. What are you moping about? You're not grounded, said Mama. No, said Sister, but I may as well be. With Brother grounded, I've got nobody to do stuff with. Play video games, rollerblade, practice soccer, or anything. You could go over to Lizzie's, suggested Mama. She's your best friend. Maybe so, said Sister, but she's not much of a rollerblader. Her mother doesn't allow her to play video games, and as for soccer, forget it. That evening, Mama took Papa aside. My dear, she said, I'm just as disappointed in Brother's report card as you are. But in a way, we're almost as much to blame as Brother. We are, said Papa. That's right, said Mama. There's more to being a parent than cheering at soccer games. We should have been checking on his work. What do you think we should do? Asked Papa. I think he's having a hard time with fractions and percentages. He used to be a whiz at that sort of thing. Why don't you help him? But it turned out that Papa was pretty rusty. So Mama helped both of them. Even Sister pitched in. She quizzed Brother on his new vocabulary words. The family lost track of time and got to bed late. It was more of the same the next evening, but besides his regular homework, Brother had to make a model of the solar system. Luckily, Mama had enough fruits and vegetables on hand to do the job. And just as they had the night before, the whole family pitched in. By the time Brother got home from school the next day, Papa had had enough. It helped that Brother had gotten a B in the fractions and percentages quiz and an A for his solar system. Look, said Papa, everybody wants me to ease up on you, your sister, your friends. I even had a call from your soccer coach, and I'm willing, but you've got to promise that you'll pull your grades up and that you'll never fall behind again. I promise, said Brother. I don't want to get a report card like that ever again. Good, said Papa. That's a big load off my mind because I don't ever want to go through being grounded again. Me neither, said Sister. Me neither, said Mama. Me neither, said Brother with a big grin. That was cute. All right, I love you. It's time to go to bed. Good night. Mwah.